All right, what's up, Tycoon? Super excited for today's video. We're going to be taking a look at ticker symbol AZO. This is AutoZone. And the reason that we're looking at this one in particular is because, you know, this is a stock that performs, throughout history typically well during a recession, right? And if you're wondering kind of what stocks may be performing well in a recession and what stocks to look at in all of these recession fears, because that's all we're hearing these days currently throughout the market is a recession is coming, a recession this, recession that. I have a video in the top right hand corner. You can watch that video and it will give you guys a breakdown and an explanation of why and what stocks to look at in a recession that perform well. And I also do viewer requests every single week. So if you have any stocks or even cryptos that you want me to chart up and analyze for you, give you some of my technical analysis, I'll be happy to do that for you. Okay. Currently, we're looking at this is the last update I gave on AZO in the Options Trading Tycoons Discord. Okay. Here was our bull flag. And essentially like the where the profits that we were going to be trying to hit, right, the profit levels. And I did say that, hey, because earlier it was pretty bullish, right? We had about 5 days of bullish activity, and I said we could come back to the middle band if bullishness comes to halt. Now, what do I mean by the middle band? I mean the Bollinger Bands. Okay, if we look here, there's a band at the top, a band in the middle, and a lower band. Okay, I'm not going to give a whole tutorial on how to use the Bollinger Band, but essentially, these are going to give you areas to take profit at, and also let you know like when the stock is going to start pulling back and where it may find support. So when we were up here, I said, hey, we could pull back to the middle Bollinger Band if this bullishness comes to a halt. And if you look, we had a giant red candle, and we opened up right along that middle Bollinger Band, and we started our bullish rally again. We started trading outside the Bollinger Bands a little bit, and anytime that happens, they're due to snap back into the Bollinger Bands. Okay, and then we come up and we pushed higher, and now we're bouncing off of them again. Okay, but the main thing I want to show you guys is the price targets. Okay, so the way that we're charting up these bull flags on the daily chart, these little shorter time frame bull flags, is I have a yellow base support level. Okay, and these are your base supports. All right, I have a blue breakout level, and then we have our green bullish take profits. Okay, bullish price targets. All right, so that was previously what we had. I'm going to show you guys the new bullish price targets. Okay, this is our new bull flag we're looking at right now. All right, and it's going to kind of work the same way. Okay, here's our move from here to here. Okay, and if we duplicate this drawing and put it on our base support level, it'll take you all the way up there to the bullish price targets. All right, so currently, this was our breakout level. We did have a breakout, and we came very close to the bullish price targets, but we didn't exactly hit it. Okay, it's not going to work precisely to the T. Okay, if you look, it was about $9 off, but this stock is like 2,000 something dollars. So very close to hitting the bullish price target there. And then we did get a pullback. We found support right along the breakout level, but we ended up gapping down the next day, and trying to maintain some support. So currently what we're going to be looking at is we're going to look for a break above 223.52. All right, and once we start to open and close above 223.52, we can start to look to take profits once we get near 227.68. And then above that, we're going to have 223.28.84 and 238.12. Now if you look, these are the all-time highs. Okay, so the reason I have these up here, and the reason you put these up here, is because you have to know where to take profit, even if the stock has never been there before, even if there's no actual resistance level, because the stock has never traded at that level before. This is a strategy that I use to go ahead and let me know, hey, well, this stock is running up. Where should I take profit at, right? Because that's the main thing I want to emphasize is, this isn't like a long-term investment video. This is, more of a technical analysis for getting into trades. All right. And this one is going to be really nice to pay attention to, and we're looking here again at the Bollinger Bands. All right. We bounced off the middle. Okay. So what we're going to look to do is we're going to look to keep trading in the top half of these Bollinger Bands. If we're trading, and this would indicate to us that we're continuing bullishness. Okay. Because once you're in the bottom half of the Bollinger Bands, then the middle Bollinger Band is going to be your resistance, and the bottom one is going to be your support, and you're going to trade in between there and head lower. okay, until you flip that middle Bollinger Band from resistance to support. And then now we're trading on the top half and we're going to be going up. We could go up, we come out of it, we bounce back down, bounce off the middle Bollinger Band, we come back up, we get out of the Bollinger Band, right? And we know that because we're trading out of it, it's probably going to pull back, snap back into it soon. And what do you know? We bounce off the middle Bollinger Band and we do the same thing. Okay. We pull up outside of the Bollinger Band, we pull back, we go back to the top of the Bollinger Band, we hit resistance, and now we bouncing off the middle. So, you can look to see if we're going to maintain this bullishness and try to enter some bullish trades on AZO while we're trading in the top half of the Bollinger Bands. And then you combine that with your breakout levels and your bullish price targets and also your base support levels. And it gives you a much better idea and sense of how to get in and out of the trade. Okay, if we look at our DMI down here, this will basically show you who's in control of the stock right now. The green line is the buyers, the blue is the average between them, and then the red is the sellers. Okay, so buyers have been in control since March, and they've been able to maintain that control. Okay, so that's what we're going to want to see, is we're going to want to see the buyers still remain in control. All right, we look at our CCI here. All right, we have room to run up. All right, it's similar to the RSI, but essentially this is kind of overbought right here, and then this is like your base, and then this is oversold right here. Is one way you can kind of look at these, but they don't work exactly the same as the RSI. And I like to look at these as, okay, hey, well, we're in bullish territory. Okay, we have room to run up, and we can go as high as 278 on the on the CCI. And we look at our RSI, and the RSI has been performing pretty well as well. If you look, each time we traded outside of the Bollinger Bands, let me zoom this in a little bit more up here. So like right here, you see how we got out of the Bollinger Band. Look at our RSI, we're overbought, and that's when we see a slight pullback. Okay, same thing happens here. We wick out just barely above the Bollinger Bands, and we're overbought. We start to pull back on the RSI. So that's the main thing that I would look out for, and just keep an eye on. Okay, is it's respecting the RSI pretty well as far as oversold and overbought levels, and it's respecting the Bollinger Bands currently as well. So thank you guys for watching, and let me know what stocks you guys want me to chart up next. Okay, if you want a tutorial and you need a little bit better explanation, more in depth on how to use the Bollinger Bands and what they really are, I have a video right here you can watch.